Have you ever felt that gnawing anxiety, that deep, unsettling fear, as the news screams about inflation, recessions, and the ever-present threat of a market crash? Maybe you're a parent, tossing and turning at night, worried sick about providing for your family, about those mounting debts. Or perhaps you're a young person, just starting out, eager to invest but terrified of making the wrong move, of losing everything before you even begin. Maybe you're an independent professional, a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist, constantly trading your precious time for money, seeing your financial goals feel perpetually out of reach. Or an entrepreneur, poured your heart and soul into your business, only to feel vulnerable to every economic ripple. I understand that fear, that feeling of being lost in a financial storm. But what if I told you that the next market drop, the very thing that keeps so many awake at night, could actually be your greatest opportunity? What if you could not only survive it, but thrive, emerging stronger, wealthier, and more financially free than ever before? This isn't about magic formulas or get-rich-quick schemes. This is about a profound, transformative truth, a shift in perspective, and a set of actionable strategies that will empower you to turn financial fear into unshakable freedom. Stick with me, because in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what you need to do first, so the next market drop won't hurt you. In fact, it could be the very catalyst for your financial dreams. For too long, we've even conditioned to believe that our financial well-being is entirely at the mercy of external forces. The economy, the stock market, interest rates, these giants seem to loom over us, dictating our fate. And when the market dips, or the news cycles begin their course of doom, it's easy to feel like a small boat in a raging ocean, completely powerless. Think about it. Parents, you might feel the weight of every grocery bill, every school expense, every medical emergency. That debt feels like a suffocating blanket, and the idea of a market downturn just piles on more pressure, threatening to sink your already struggling ship. Young people, you see the headlines, hear the whispers of recessions, and think, is it even worth trying to invest? Will I just lose what little I have? Independent professionals, you work tirelessly, building your practice, serving your clients, but the volatility of the market can make your carefully built nest egg feel precarious. And entrepreneurs, you understand risk like no one else, but the thought of a market correction impacting your customers or access to capital can be terrifying. This fear, this sense of powerlessness, is the greatest barrier to financial freedom. It paralyzes us, stopping us from taking the very actions that could protect us. We see the market as a beast, and ourselves as its inevitable prey. But that's simply not true. It's an illusion, a collective financial amnesia that makes us forget the most fundamental principle of true wealth building. Here's the truth. The market will always have its ups and downs. Just like the seasons, there will be winters. But a skilled farmer doesn't fear winter. They prepare for it. They use the fall to harvest, to store, to build resilience. And when winter comes, they know their preparations will see them through, and spring will inevitably follow. Your financial life is no different. The next market drop isn't a surprise attack. It's a predictable season. The question is, are you preparing for it like a skilled farmer, or are you just hoping for endless summer? So, what does it mean to do this first? So the next market drop, whoa, you and hurt you? It means building your financial fortress. Before you even think about optimizing investments or chasing high returns, you must establish a bedrock of financial stability. This foundation is what protects you when the storm hits, and it's what allows you to capitalize on the opportunities that crisis always brings. Step 1. The emergency fund, your financial oxygen tank. This is non-negotiable. For parents, this means having 3 to 6 months of living expenses tucked away in a readily accessible, liquid account. For independent professionals and entrepreneurs, with often fluctuating incomes, I'd argue for 6 to 12 months. This fund isn't for investing, it's for survival. It's the buffer that allows you to breathe when unexpected expenses hit. When clients are slow to pay, or when a sudden market dip affects your business, imagine being able to say, the market is volatile, but my family is safe, my bills are paid, and I have time to plan. That's the power of the emergency fund. It removes the immediate panic and gives you clarity. Step 2. Conquer your debt. Cut the chains that bind you, especially for parents in debt. This is critical. High interest, consumer debt, credit cards, personal loans are financial anchors dragging you down. They bleed your income dry, making it impossible to build wealth. Think of it like this. Trying to invest while carrying high-interest debt is like trying to fill a bucket with water when it has holes in the bottom. You're pouring money in, but it's constantly leaking out. Prioritize paying off this debt aggressively. Focus on the highest interest rates first. Every dollar you free up from debt payments is a dollar you can use to build your fortress. For young people, avoid this trap entirely. Understand the true cost of debt before you take it on. For independent professionals and entrepreneurs, manage your business and personal debt wisely. Is it productive debt that fuels growth, or destructive debt that suffocates it? Step 3. Master your cash flow. Know where every penny goes. This isn't about deprivation. It's about clarity and control. Many people earn good money, but they have no idea where it goes. This is especially true for independent professionals and entrepreneurs whose income can be irregular. You need a budget, a financial map that shows you exactly what's coming in and what's going out. When you truly understand your spending, you can identify leaks, optimize your expenses, and intentionally direct your money towards your goals. This isn't a restrictive diet. It's a healthy eating plan for your finances. It empowers you to make conscious choices rather than letting money slip through your fingers. As the great Warren Buffett wisely said, do not save what is left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. This simple shift in mindset changes everything. Step 4. Educate yourself continuously. Become your own financial architect. You don't need a finance degree to understand money, but you do need to commit to learning. This video is a start, but it's just one brick in your fortress. Read books, listen to podcasts, follow credible financial educators, understand basic investment principles, different asset classes, and the power of compounding. For young people, this is your superpower. The earlier you start learning, the more time compounding has to work its magic. For entrepreneurs, understanding financial statements isn't just about taxes. It's about making informed, strategic decisions for your business. The more you know, the less fear holds you captive. Knowledge truly is power. Imagine your financial life as a house. Your emergency fund is the strong foundation. Your debt is like a leaky roof, constantly damaging the interior. Mastering your cash flow is like having a clear blueprint, so you know exactly what materials you have and where they need to go. And continuous education, that's becoming a master builder, able to construct a resilient home that can withstand any storm. Without these first steps, trying to invest smarter is like decorating a house with a crumbling foundation and a hole in the roof. It looks nice on the outside, but it's fundamentally unstable. Once your financial fortress is built, you have your emergency fund. Your high-interest debt is under control, and you understand your cash flow. Then, and only then, are you truly prepared for the next market drop. And here's the beautiful paradox. When others are panicking, retreating, and selling their assets at a loss, you will be in a position of strength, ready to seize unparalleled opportunities. Think of a market drop not as a catastrophe, but as a giant sales sign. Quality assets, strong companies, good investments, they all go on discount. While the unprepared are forced to sell to cover expenses or panic react to fear, you, with your emergency fund and disciplined approach, can be a buyer. For young people just starting to invest, a market downturn is a gift. It allows you to buy into the market at lower prices, setting you up for incredible long-term growth. It's like being able to buy a brand new, top-of-the-line car at 50% off. Why would you fear that? For independent professionals who have built strong cash flow, a market dip can be a chance to diversify your investments, acquire undervalued assets, or even invest in new skills or technologies for your practice. That will give you a competitive edge. And for entrepreneurs, this is where true grit meets genuine opportunity. While competitors might struggle for capital or be forced to scale back, your strong financial foundation allows you to innovate, to expand, or even to acquire distressed assets that will fuel massive growth when the market recovers. Remember, many of the greatest fortunes were built during times of economic turbulence, not despite them. This isn't about being reckless. It's about being prepared and disciplined. It's about understanding that market volatility is a natural part of the economic cycle, and for those who have done the foundational work, it's an advantage. It's the difference between being a victim of circumstance and a master of opportunity. You might be sitting there right now, feeling the weight of your current financial situation, thinking this is all too much. Perhaps you feel ashamed, lost, or overwhelmed. I want you to know this. Your past financial mistakes do not define your future. Your current debt does not diminish your worth. Every single person who has achieved financial freedom started somewhere, often from scratch, often burdened by debt, often feeling lost. What separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck isn't luck or a magic formula. It's the courage to face the truth, the humility to learn, and the unwavering commitment to take consistent, intentional action. It's about building that foundation, brick by painstaking brick, before you try to build the skyscraper of your dreams. It's about understanding that you possess an incredible power, the power to change your financial narrative, starting right now, today. The next market drop is coming. It's not a question of if, but when. And when it arrives, it will either be a moment of pain and regret, or it will be a launchpad to the financial freedom you've always dreamed of. The choice, my friend, is entirely yours. Don't wait. Don't hope. Act. Take that first step. Start building your emergency fund. Even if it's just $10 a week. Face your debt head on. Get clear on where your money's going. And commit to educating yourself, one small lesson at a time. Your future self will thank you. Your family will thank you. The legacy you create will be one of resilience, abundance, and profound freedom. If this video sparked a fire within you, if you feel that glimmer of hope, that stirring of possibility, then you are ready. I invite you to subscribe to this channel so we can continue this journey together. And in the comments below, tell me, What is the one immediate action you're going to take today to start building your financial fortress? Let's build this future together.